All right, peace and blessings, everybody. This is 86 Heard, brought to you by 111 Studios. This is your main voice, Ryan Bannis, and we are back for episode 2. All right, let me give you a little background about how the show goes. This is a show that we bring in people from the service industry, restaurant industry, hospitality industry, and we give them a platform to express themselves and have a voice and pretty much let you know and inform you on how the business goes through their eyes, and also give a personal but professional outline of how they got here, when they got here, how they came to be, who they came to be, anything other projects they have, just a very basic outview on the individual themselves. Again, my background is culinary. Was a cook, prep cook, chef. I went in the industry kind of late, about 32 years old. I got in after we did some military stint, got out, waving around in jobs for like 15 years, and then we ended up back to the passion. We didn't cook professionally for a little bit, but I just fell in love with it, so I had to come back to it. So now here I am today, a sous chef, and I just want to introduce you to a very, very, very nice person. We're gonna call her nice,
For lack of better
for lack of a better word. Very, very animated, very passionate, very astute, perceptive, observant. Just a very structured person. With a kind of like an opposite personality. Like she'll get loud, she'll get excessive, but when she talks, people listen because she knows what she's doing and she has passion. Yeah, and she does care.
I care.
We want to bring it to her right now. Can you introduce yourself to the people?
Shei. Hi, my name is Shei. It's short for Shalida, but Shei D. That's what I say in the industry because having people try to butcher my name after 25 years, I'm like, yeah, keep it easy, keep it simple. Kiss. So Shei is easy.
And what do you do in the industry?
I currently work at a fine dining establishment. I am a server.
All right. Mm-hmm. And then in that establishment, that's within a hotel? Or?
Yes, within a hotel, definitely.
All right. So how did you came to be a server? Like how
well, I originally started, I think I was 16, and I worked at Little Caesars. And of course, that's you just want a job at that age. And then I come from a Hispanic household. So my mom had very strict rules. I had to be home at a certain time. I had to do this. So me trying to be slick, I figured let me get a restaurant job at night so I can be out at night and come home late and she can't question me because I'm working. And that started my, I'd say, hospitality career. I think my first actual real hospitality job. Well, I did Little Caesars, then Boston Market all through high school, and then when I actually turned 18, I started at Dave & Buster's in Hollywood, which was actually when it first opened. It was like really a hot spot to be,
Yeah,
like
it was intense, and they had that weird rule that
the kids had to leave at 9 o'clock. You had to be dressed up, like you can't be going in there looking all riff-raff. So it was a nice place to start. So and to me, they closed at 1. Cool. That means that I can be out till 2 because I was working, Mom. And that was my whole stand. And so from there, I always wanted to go higher. I always wanted to be, from Dave & Buster's. Where did I go from Dave & Buster's? I think I went from Dave & Buster's to, I want to say Fort Lauderdale. And I did a whole bunch of restaurants in Fort Lauderdale, but always trying to up the level of restaurant that I went to. Definitely. Like, I went from a fun game environment to, a casual dining restaurant. And from there, casual fine dining. And then just up in level as I went. I always knew that I wanted to I've been in this industry for so long, I just don't see myself doing anything else. Maybe in the future, but I just love what I do.
So what do you see the differences of the stages of restaurant that you've been in? Because you've been in everything from casual to now your current spot, which is fine dining, steakhouse. I'm gonna call it a bistro because it's
I
not
know it
really.
used to be, but
Yeah,
see, I worked at China Grow, which is actually fine. That was
yeah.
like I went there, and when I first started where I'm at now, they were on a different level of service, and I think guess through it got watered down for lack of a better word, they got watered down. But what was the question? I'm sorry.
The differences between
Okay,
like
so Dave
say
and Buster,
casual
yeah.
steak and then fine dining that you see and
Okay, I
observe.
can my approach to the table, the guest, um, it could be a little more playful. It could be a little more low key. I can take more time without I don't have to manicure your table. I don't have to pre-mark you or bust your there's different things in the steps of service. I think that's where it comes from. Also, the guests, the clientele that come in, depending on where you work, depending on your location, your demographic, that plays a big part in what you actually, the restaurant level, and I think the guest education as well. Even though last night I had this old man order a carpaccio, cool, whatever, whatever, for dinner for his entree. He said wagyu beef carpaccio, cool. I bring it out. I come back a few times, walking back and forth, and walking back and forth, and I hear him say to the guest he was with, the girl he was with, "Is that our server?" So I turn around, I'm like, "Yeah, I'm your server. What's going on?" He's like, "Well, I didn't know this was raw beef." I'm like, I couldn't even hold it without saying, "Well, that's what carpaccio is." And in my head, I'm like, "Educate yourself, fool! Like what? Like how do you not? How do you order something you don't know what it is?" And even at his level, he was a older white man. It still happened. People have a lack of concept or lack of knowledge of what where you go the restaurant that you're going to. So it's a little, and that's it. You feel like I'm not selling burgers and tacos and nachos and stuff like that. Now I'm at a level where I'm giving you carpaccio and I'm giving you bone marrow and I'm giving you the items that are not in a typical day-to-day restaurant that you'd go to.
So I was gonna ask you if you had a funny story, but we'll go with that one. I mean,
No, it's just and that's one of many. You think about it like, sir, how the hell are you gonna order something that you don't know? Like, me personally,
yeah.
when I go somewhere and I don't know what something is, what do I do? And we all have a phone. Google the shit. Like I don't understand how you're not gonna.
But you got to get the concept though that some of the people are that older gentlemen, bro. They not used to, googling anything. Plus, if you carpaccio, I do think they should use their phone more because carpaccio is raw meat
Or
sliced
better yet,
thinly. You know what I'm
ask your
saying?
server.
Yeah, that
Hey,
would be
what
get a clarification, right?
wagyu
Yeah.
beef carpaccio? What is that like? Okay, then it's thinly sliced wagyu beef. They period. There's nothing wrong in asking.
So you did mention that you don't have to set tables and do all that stuff. So in the fine dining industry, you're assigned what is called a server
Server
assistant,
assistant.
right? So can you explain that one to people?
Well, in a fine dining establishment, my server assistant is my right hand. I wouldn't. I All I have to do is sell to the table. All I gotta do is talk. I don't have to pre-bus. I don't have to water. I don't have to do bread. I don't have to remark. None of that. My job is just to sell. Talk
So
to the guests and
all these
sell.
things she's talking about are actions at the table when you before you sit down, after you sit down, and then throughout your service, you have what is called pre-bus and pre-set. So
Pre-mark for your
and yeah,
next course.
In the fine dining industry, we do courses. So courses would be when you sit down, your actual first course is bread and water. So your server assistant will go to the table, say, "Hey, would you like some bread and water?" Now, what happens is he'll offer you an upsell, which is he'll offer you some
Bottled water.
bottled water or sparkling water. If you choose regular water, he won't put a napkin under your cup. If you choose sparkling water, he'll put a napkin under your cup, indicating that you need to be charged for that water, right? So these are the pre-markers that she's talking about. And then every single course from salad and soup, you get a table change. It sounds strange at first, but when you're paying $25 for a salad and then you're hopping into a $25, $30 appetizer and you haven't even got your entree yet, which averages about maybe $70 to $135, you want somebody to take care of you. You want that experience. You want that
You want
ambiance.
clean silverware.
You know what I'm saying?
You want clean plates.
You want clean.
Yeah.
When you're done with your salad or whatever, the table is reset, meaning they take all the dirty stuff And unless you actually pull your fork off the plate, they're gonna give you a new fork.
Yeah.
Because they don't want you to taint what's going on with the actual meal. So that's what
next-
she means by
yeah.
that. You know, I find that very interesting. I find that when I first got there, we met like 3.5 years ago, and when I first, I was like, bro, I was like kind of
It's
blown
a lot
away
of work, you know,
about
and so
how much they do at the table.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So their precursor to service means that the back of the house food needs to be very, very, we'll say a small margin of error, like smaller than usual. If you go to like say Dave and Buster's and they put too much, they put cheese and you actually, you know what I'm saying, that's something that you'll be upset, but you won't be that upset because that's like a $25 burger. But if I give you a steak that costs $85
steak,
and you ask for a mid rare, and I give you a mid well, you're gonna be pissed because there's
and they're not
$75.
gonna be pissed at you guys. They're gonna be pissed at us because now did I drop the ball? Did I not put it in correctly? Did I not go check on it? So it's the guests always come to. That's the thing that you guys don't understand. Back of the house, you guys can be back there and you never have to face the guests. We gotta face the guests and we have to eat it up. And on top of that, we have to suffer the consequences of maybe getting a shittier tip because of it. Even though our goal was to always keep a good rapport during your whole experience.
Let me ask you a question. I mean, with that said, I mean, do you love what you do?
I do.
We do get a lot of Yelp reviews. You know what I'm saying? I'm on there too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Thank goodness for being able to walk to the tables and do you?
People love that, by the way. They love feeling important. So the chef comes out to the table, they're like, "Oh my God, you can."
Yeah, I like that part about it. I like the social part where I can come outside, see and get some feedback, and then thank people for especially at where we're at in the hotel.
Yeah.
And you see the bands of indication of their guests, and I'm like, okay, you're a guest.
Yeah.
How long you want me to stay with us? I hope you come back. They like that kind of stuff.
They do.
I appreciate that.
It makes them feel special. People like being, feeling special.
Well, what's your average time of leaving work? Like, say when it's busy. What time?
Now that we're like in season per se, we open at 5, and we close at 10 during the week. But that means that I'm home by midnight maybe, if we don't have that late guest which we had last night, or was it last night? Whatever. His reservation was at 9:30. We called them, hey, our last seating is at 9:30, where the kitchen closes, so we want to make sure that you get the best experience possible. No response. They show up at 9:45 like we're ready to eat. Like, no. And of course, being our restaurant, our industry.
Yeah.
We aim to please, and then especially in our hotel.
Yeah.
They want the guests to be always happy. They leave happy. They want to be there. So of course they talk to the manager. Manager's like, go ahead and sit down. But now your experience is not going to be the experience that that you would get at somebody at 7 p.m. because of your lack of how do I say your lack of
punctuality.
No, not even that. Your lack of courtesy.
Well, communication too. Like if you're going to be late, bro, at least
But it happens a lot with a certain culture, which listen.
Well, you ain't going there. We all know who those people are.
Yeah, I'm just saying, just common courtesy for your you want somebody to come to your house at midnight without you've been waiting on them to get there at 8:00 and they come to your house at midnight. Isn't that disrespectful?
Yeah, I mean.
And then you expect me to stay up now and entertain you at midnight when I'm tired, ready to go to bed. And I have to keep up with that's not. It's just I find it rude. I find it fucking rude and inconsiderate.
Yeah, it is. Let me ask you a question. You've been in a long time. I didn't know. Yeah. I'm gonna honest. I didn't know you've been in that long.
Yeah, 25 years.
It's been.
That was 15.
Yeah, that shit is. I've only been in like 15 years. I guess I always say I'm lucky, man. People don't understand. Like if my head was down for like 10 years before it even popped up. You know what I'm saying? They were like, you want to be a supervisor. Not supervisor. They want to say you want to do the chef thing. I was like, what? They was like, yeah, I'm just come to work, man.
Yeah.
Are you currently holding down 1 or 2 jobs, or how's your job situation?
No, I have 1 job.
You have 1 job.
I commit to that.
Do you find that being a blessed thing to only have 1 job in
Absolutely.
this industry? Because, a lot of people have 2 to 3 jobs.
But that goes with, like you can work at a mom and pop shop and you can work at a dive bar. And yeah, depending on the day, you may make a lot of money, but it's not consistent. And so being at this caliber of restaurant allows you to have those luxuries, allows you to be like, okay, I can have one job. I have a 401k. I have paid vacation. I have paid sick time. I have a quality of life that I actually appreciate. And I think that goes with time also. Like you choose. I can choose to have two jobs because I work at a restaurant where I'm only making $10 a turn, or whatever the case is.
Yeah.
I have a friend that works at Longhorn.
Let me stop right there.
Yeah.
By turn, she means how fast we rotate tables. So say you sit down, there's a professional system that says, depending on what restaurant you're at, you're either going to be there for 45 minutes total. They want you there 45 minutes total, or anywhere from an hour and 20 minutes total. So the 45 minutes is the turnaround from when you first sit down to when they pay the bill to when they start cleaning the table and to get the other guests on there.
Yeah.
And now in a higher restaurant, high caliber restaurant, you can bump that up to 110 because obviously you got courses and you got the what she talked about the verbal communication of the menu and other things like that. Now, if you paying like $300-$400 just to sit at the table, they're not gonna move you in.
I'm not gonna get.
Yeah, you're not. Yeah, you stay there as long as you want. You know what I'm saying? But in a commercial setting, in some franchise settings, they want you in and out of there, say anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour. Yeah, because
every seat costs money, so they need to make sure that they're getting their best investment from out of every seat.
A timely rotation, I always call it. Holidays, how's that working out for you?
Listen, if you're in this industry, don't ever think you're gonna get a holiday off. You may get one or two just by the luck of the draw. But for the most part, my family knows, I know now that, holidays come around, I'm going to have to work. Especially if on a Sunday, I'm going to have to work. We all know, this is the industry that we're in. And so you have to be willing to sacrifice those days. Even, luckily, my restaurant isn't open till 4. So I have the whole day. I can do whatever I got to do during the day. And then I come in at 4 o'clock, or maybe if she lets me 5 o'clock.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that. That totally ties into your social life where your family has to adapt.
Yeah.
And you have to adapt
to
like seeing each other.
My mom knows now. She's like, okay, you're going to be here for the breakfast for me. Yes, Mom. Like, she knows now. Like, it's been so long, she knows my routine. She knows how I operate now. Like, I'll be there during the day. Yes, whatever you want me to do, I can be there at 5. But luckily, being in that I've been with this restaurant almost 9 years, we had an old manager that, I guess... Let's say he was lazy and he wanted to have a set schedule for us. So he let us all pick what days we wanted off.
But you got to look at the draw, though.
No, listen.
Mom, let me tell you something, bro.
Listen, no, listen. Everybody wanted Sunday, Monday off, Sunday, Monday off, Sunday, Monday off. So, being that I was on his shit list. Yes, I was on his shit list. He let X, Y, Z get Sunday, Mondays off. He's like, well... You know what? Everybody has Sunday, Monday off, so you have to pick another day. So I'm like, you know what? Then I was like, you know what? I want Friday, Saturday. And he couldn't say no. He literally said, well, shit, you gave everybody else Sunday, Monday off. Everybody else working Saturday, Friday. You know what? Give me Friday, Saturday off. And he hated that.
Yeah.
Yes, I remember Sean. Sean be like, why don't you work the week? He would express to our head chef, she never wants to work Friday, Saturdays. Fool, you let me.
Yeah, you let her pick.
You let me pick my days off. And now you're mad because I don't want to do you the favor after you fucking shit it on me. Nah, we're good. I'm taking my Friday. So I get Fridays. I'm blessed with Fridays and Saturdays off like a normal person.
Highly blessed.
Yes.
Nobody gets Friday and Saturday off.
I know.
Now, I'm not going to say they don't get it. They just don't get it in a row. You don't get that consistently. And you don't get it every single week like you want.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I think, being in my industry, I've learned that real diners, people that want to experience food and they come out during the week. They don't just like they know that the turn and burn people are coming on the weekend. You're gonna come out to put it on your Instagram or to show off, or you come out before you go out. You really don't want to enjoy. You go out to say that you went to the restaurant or you have to get something to eat. You're not enjoying that. You're not experiencing that. My people that come during the week experience food in a different way, for sure. They appreciate the food that they actually come to enjoy.
So you did mention Instagram. We noticed that there's a lot of influencers out there right now, bro, and they're coming to like steakhouses. Now, it's a two-part question. Do you appreciate them coming to the steakhouse, and do you think it's applause so they can just come to the steakhouse and get better food? Because sometimes they give them a credit just for being there, depending on how big of an influencer.
To this day, I think we've had maybe 4 or 5 influencers come to our restaurant now, maybe 5. And I have yet to serve somebody and say, oh, yeah, well, I saw it on so-and-so's page and they told me to come here. No. On top of that, you're getting a full cup meal, which you don't tip on, except for the last young lady. She was the only one that had 300,000 followers. Everybody else has been like 2,800. Like, it's trash. This last young lady, so I guess she's been doing it for a while, came in. She was really pleasant, which is you don't get, really nice.
Wait, I got something. You said comp. So what she means by comp is it's complimentary. So and then she's gonna say a lot of words that just abbreviate and we use every single day. But the thing is though, that complimentary meal means that because you were invited as a guest, and they want the word of mouth through the social media, they will give you a stipend or a coupon, let's say, that for like $250. You know what I'm saying? And then you just go in there and then you won't have to worry about paying. You'll just do your observations of the place, and then you'll take your pictures of the food, and basically you do your whole thing. Yeah, basically through social media. And that's now the platform of what advertising, because it's you're getting word of mouth from people.
But I said, I've yet to serve somebody and say, oh yeah, well so and so, I saw it on her page. Get out! You want a free? Just say want a free meal.
I've saw some good reviews too. We had that couple in there. I think it was a black couple or whatever, and they were like raving and.
See, I'd rather
was like, bro.
Listen, I'd rather have give my guests great service, and they put that out on a Yelp or Google review that people actually go and read before they come to the restaurant, and that word of mouth is better because people love to complain when something goes wrong. But to get somebody to say, you know what, this place was great, I had a great experience, the food was great, the service was great, it takes, I don't know why that is. It's so much harder for people to praise than to complain.
I think we love being negative. I don't know.
As a society,
as a society,
that's shitty. We fall into a margin of
is that something that you dislike about the industry per se, or do you have more?
Absolutely, no. They love to critique, and they love to negate, and they love to complain of when things go wrong. But when things go right, thank you, it was great, thank you. Spread that news, spread that word, put that out there.
I agree totally. I agree, man. You end up being massacred on the review.
Yeah,
but
for one little thing,
you gotta they force them to give you a good 4 or 5 stars.
Yeah, exactly. You have to. I have to beg you to actually give me a review that that I deserve.
What else in the industry do you think can, as an observation, you've been 25 years. I know you've seen a lot. What do you think has changed that you dislike in the industry?
Okay.
Not like hate, but wish that it could be better.
What has not changed that I still dislike in the industry? We've come. It's 2026. We all know when you travel outside the states or you come into the states, learn the culture. Learn the culture. Learn the culture. When I say culture, learn the tipping standards. And I had to teach my mom. Mommy, it's not 1992. You can't tip 15%. People can't live. People don't understand that with the tip that you give me. Now I have to pay out 4 or 5 different people from that tip that you gave me. So you gave me a $20 tip. 3 is gonna go to the busser, $1 for the runner, another $2 for the bar, and 50 cents for the host. So that $20 you gave me is actually gonna be $9 for me. So people don't get it in that sense. So if you don't tip us, we're actually paying for you to come to the restaurant.
And this is what makes people have to obtain more than one job. Because sometimes, you get those
work at
people
places that don't.
Bro,
don't
I'm
tip.
not gonna lie to you, bro. My mother, I've told y'all this before. If she give you a tip, it's damn near drug deal.
My mom got that $20 wherever she went. I'm like, Mom, $20. At least a $300 check, Mom. $20 is not enough.
She'll give you that.
But you gotta educate yourself. You can't say, well, I don't know, because it's 2020. Like I said, use the phone. educate yourself. Just not even just so that you know. When you go to Japan, you don't tip because it's not customary. It's
a
an
culture.
insult.
Yeah, it's an insult.
And so you just learn the culture.
Yeah, my mother, bro. See, if you get a tip from her, she'll take $10, right, and she'll dap you up
Like it's
a drug deal, like she passing this shit.
I get it.
And then she'll be like, "Here you go. Don't tell nobody." She'll even tell you don't tell nobody. I'll be like, "Mom, she got to break that into like 4 different people."
Clem last night had a very difficult table. Our people, color people, very difficult, and so difficult. Like I walked over to like drop the food off. Homeboy had his golds on the table, just taken out of his. And I'm like, listen.
I think a lot of people miss. That's what I don't like though. Etiquette. They don't have the etiquette. You go in there and it's like, bro, like
It's not McDonald's.
Yeah, like you're acting as if you're in Wingstop or McDonald's.
You have your goals in the middle
of
the table. Like, come on, bro. First of all, I don't want to move this stuff to put your plate down.
Yeah.
It's gross. It's unsanitary. Second of all, like it's just. Oh, and so I'm putting shit down in their hand. I'm like, they're handing me stuff like. I know y'all see that I have 3 plates in my hand. How am I gonna grab that bread basket? Please, like the common sense or lack thereof it's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous, and it's just when people go out, man, they have like a different mindset. Yeah. Like if you were if you was making the food yourself, and you wouldn't do that. You would
exactly.
Like why are you handing me this? Yeah. Bro? Can't you see I'm doing this? Yeah. But when you go out, it's like they totally dependent on the service.
You expect it.
That they lose their thing. What do you love about the industry? Like, what do you absolutely love about the industry?
First of all, the flexibility of having a quality of life that I can choose. I love meeting people from different areas. Every day I meet somebody new, and I may never see them again. But I learn who they are. I learn about them. I learn where they're from. Like I had 2 guests last night with their grandson, and telling I guess the gentleman went to Florida State. And then you get into a conversation. I have my niece goes to Florida State right now. My 2 sisters graduated from Florida State. And so something like that. And you connect on that level. You connect with different people every single day. And the money is not bad. Like I make decent money. So like I can make a nurse's salary.
We don't need to disclose.
No, I'm just saying. I can make a nurse's salary.
You make good.
So that doesn't hurt either. But I just love the fact that I get to meet different people every single day. You
know what? I find that too. A lot of the industry servers, they do other jobs that are not in the industry. Like we have a couple teachers.
Yeah.
We do have a nurse.
My sister was the same way. She was a teacher, and then at night she'd be doing banquets.
Yeah, people don't understand that, man. That these people are
heads up to you teachers
every day.
That's I commend you for what you guys do. You guys don't get paid enough. So it sucks that you have to go back and have a come to the restaurant. But I get it.
Yeah, we appreciate our teachers and people of education, man. Because obviously.
It's hard.
Yeah, it's crazy out there. It's crazy. Yeah, that's what I like about industry too, man. You meet people every day, and it's not just like you meet people like say the guests. I mean, even if you met somebody that you just started working with, and you have a good conversation, and you're like, bro, what are you doing here? Like a lot of people, especially like front of house people.
Yeah,
I talk to them, and they got like this higher education, and some people got master's degree. I'm like, bro, what are you doing here?
Yeah.
In fact, it's money.
Exactly.
It's money. I mean, I can count on this money.
And I can wake up at at noon and then do what I gotta do and then come to work and it's for lack of better words easy.
I mean, I would go with
depending.
Convenient.
Maybe.
We'll find a word for that because easy is not the word.
No.
Because obviously the amount of traction and the amount of attitudes and
there's some days that you seen me. You can't even talk to me. My eyes are like you talking to me over here. I'm over here. I'm three tables deep. Like I haven't even greeted that one. I haven't. So it takes. There's levels to this shit.
Yeah, we'll go with that. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of levels to it. Especially like when I used to expedite the food for the steakhouse compared to what I do right now, it's 2 different levels.
Definitely.
Like one is quality and then one is speed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
absolutely.
I can refuse something. I don't care if it took 25 minutes.
Yeah,
I'm gonna refuse it, bro, because they're paying a certain amount of money. One is like, let me find this thing real quick. Is it okay? Yeah, we're gonna bust it out. Boom,
Yep.
boom, boom, boom,
Get
boom.
it done.
Get it done, because everything needs to be on the table
On
in
point.
25 minutes.
On point.
Not
Yes.
not just being finished in
Yeah,
25
yeah.
minutes. That's one thing I hate about the industry too, man. It's like sometimes you just feel like you, even though you could be working in a good casual restaurant, you just feel like you're at McDonald's. Bro.
Yeah.
You just
Yeah.
pushing out food,
It's
and then
turn
it's
and
like
burn, turn and
nobody is like.
There's no connection. There's
Yeah.
there's no experience there. They're literally. I have a question though.
Mm-hmm.
Legit, because I've always thought like people that do this. Mother flowers that ask you for lemon for their water. Do y'all cut lemons at home for your water? I seriously.
That is
because I have like, don't be that person.
That's crazy.
Like.
That's crazy.
You know, you're in the middle of your spiel. You're telling them about the menu. Blah blah blah. Can I have lemon for my water? Do you cut lemon for your water?
You know what? That's funny though. People in the industry do that too, and they'll get like this cucumber water, and they'll start working, and they'll have like, I'm like, bro, you drink cucumber water at the house? Like, you don't drink no damn cucumber water.
No, they'll do it at work because it's cheap, it's free. They don't have to. Right? Yeah, they don't have to do it.
And then when you got the guests out there, like, you can tell when somebody actively drinks like water with lemon because they'll just bust that out. Like, look, can I get some lemon? Lemon water. They'll say lemon water instead of can I get lemon for my water?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That's one
I'm just just
you got.
Yeah, it out there. That was a problem.
That was a weird one, but yeah, we'll take that one. I like that one. The rant is like going from levels. Speaking of rants, levels on this one.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? You made me.
Sorry, the lemon got me.
Yeah, the lemon got me
every
too.
time.
Shit. Future. The future. What's in the future for you?
We'll see.
Yeah.
I think, the restaurant's still succeeding. We're still, hopefully we don't go to the point where we have to be robots, at a restaurant, because I think that's when the experience dies, when you have to just, you type in what you want and, there's no human connection, there's no human interaction. And hopefully we can, continue to do this job,
I think there's two things that will help negate that. I think, is got to be service first. Mm-hmm. So I know there's a lot of servers don't like to talk. They don't talk.
Well, that's like that goes with
they get mechanical. So people just be like, so why don't we just get a robot?
That's a burger and nacho place for sure. If they don't, you don't need to talk to me. So then, by all means, give me somebody who's gonna just take my order and go.
Yeah. So it's just you need to speak to these people, man. You need to at least take. I mean, obviously not the 7 minutes that y'all take.
Yeah.
But 30 to maybe a minute and a half.
Conversation.
Have a good start off conversation. It ain't got to be complex, but just let the people know, man, and then let them know what's going on and have a good conversation with them. It ain't got to be 2, 3, 4 minutes in a burger place. Just minute and a half. People appreciate
it goes a long way.
Good interest, and then you can actually find out within that minute and a half how your table is going to be.
Yeah.
And then you can adjust quickly to that.
Absolutely. And that's another thing that people don't understand. I have to deal with, if I have 30 guests, 30 different personalities, 30 different perspectives, 30 different ways, ways of seeing. Like, it's people don't understand that I have to adapt to you. Every single table that I go to, I have to be able to read and anticipate your needs and say, okay, this guest doesn't like me to be, talk too much. I have to, cut it short. This guest loves to talk. I have to make sure that I have time to come back and talk to them. This guest, it all, you have to learn your guests in a matter of 2 hours. You have 2 hours to learn this person and make sure that their experience is 100% from beginning to end. And that's what that industry is.
That does translate to the food, though.
Yeah.
Especially when we have, like, the private parties or whatever, of like 20, 25 people. Mm-hmm. You can actually see the personalities in the food.
Yeah.
From, let's say they're all getting steak, right? And you could actually see the personality from the wellness of the steak, how done it's cooked.
Yeah.
And then you could actually see.
Oh, we know that you ain't cultured. We know that you're used to your Longhorn and your freaking your Arby's and stuff like that.
I want to put Arby's with Longhorn. I want to put Arby's with anything.
I don't know how they survive it. Yeah. No, but
I'm gonna go with
So your
Longhorn, your Cooper Hawks. Mm-hmm. your Morton Steakhouse.
Yeah, yeah.
We get a lot of Morton
A
Steakhouse
lot of people
people.
are like, oh, Martin.
Yeah, and
One
then
thing about our restaurant, I get all the time. Not even just boasting, but like all the time. Like, this is the best steak I ever had.
yeah, and then the funny thing is, it's like we don't put nothing but salt and
Salt and
pepper on
pepper.
it.
It's
A
just
lot
the
of
ratio.
places have their own like
They
the
mix and
Montreal
whatever.
seasoning.
Yeah. They do their own seasoning mix and they do their own.
I think the way the
Keep it
process
simple.
is the simple
It's
the
that,
simplest way
and
is the
people are
best.
like, what do they put on this? Nothing. They sear it with salt and pepper and they put it in on the salad.
I think your equipment and your system is
Go a
what
long
makes
way as well, definitely.
Yeah, it does make a big difference.
But I
in the
hear it
thing.
all the time, and then I have see another thing. Like you say, your guess by how they order their temperature. If you ask me for salt and pepper before you taste your steak, shut up. Try it first. It's gonna be delicious, and then you realize you don't need the salt and pepper. Stop doing that, because you go to places that they know it's gonna be crappy, so they ask for it, anticipating that it's not gonna be a good steak. I tell all my guests when I put it down, try it before you put it on, because it's real seasoned.
Yeah.
And 9 out of 10 times, I'm like, you're right. I don't need it. I know,
And
bitch.
then
I know.
and then
Like,
you still got them steak sauce people.
yeah.
Though. It's like you're not gonna.
Don't ask me for A1.
You
at
are
a fine
not.
dining
You're not
steakhouse.
gonna stop
We
looking
don't
at
have A1. Like what? No, I'm serious. Don't.
You keep like waving it to the camera. You keep. I understand what you're saying though.
Don't,
Just
like,
stop with the fire.
And then they're like perplexed and appalled that you don't have A1. Because a quality steak doesn't need anything but the steak.
Yeah, and
people.
then, especially when you guys come back to me when I used to work there, and we used to give them like the $120 version, and y'all give you guys steak. I say steak sauce, ketchup.
Yeah.
Man, if you don't get my face
Exactly.
and steak sauce with ketchup,
Exactly.
eat your damn steak, man.
Yeah.
Get 3 bites into it,
That's
and
how
then
you
figure
know
out if
people.
you need.
They're in their mind immediately. They're going to that steak that they had 3 weeks ago at some crap diner.
Yeah.
That they need to put X amount of sauce or butter or whatever. Zip sauce. What here?
Yeah.
You have zip sauce? No, try the fucking steak.
Zip sauce,
Zip
bro.
sauce. I hear that's a North. I think it's a
that
North
used to be
Midwest
called,
thing.
I think that used to be called red eye gravy or something.
I don't know. It's
like
like a Midwest thing. I know that for sure. Zip sauce. You have zip sauce? No, we don't have zip sauce. And
I'm pretty sure people would tell us what zip sauce is. After
I
they
hear
see
it
this
all the
video.
time. Like
Yeah,
it's like,
that's something that we need to figure out what the hell that is.
yeah, it's like literally. I know it's Midwest or Northeast, but like it's something that they ask all the time. Like, no, we don't have zip sauce here.
In the current establishment that you work, do you think the menu is either big enough or too big? Or...
I think it's perfect. There's some items that I encourage, some I discourage. Because of maybe preparation time or the feedback that I get. But I think that our menu I think it's great. What do you want to go to freaking cheesecake and you have an 11? I forgot what I read the first page, but the 10 page 10.
Yeah, hey, there.
It's
hey,
but have you noticed
like
that
9
nothing
pages.
there is great? Everything is mediocre. Everything's like lean.
It's on a level.
Yeah, it's on a level.
Yeah.
It's not the greatest you ever had, but I can eat it. I'll tolerate it. So that's what happens when you stretch yourself so thin. You don't execute one thing great. You have a whole bunch of okay things.
Do you think it makes you a little bit more biased working in this fine dining industry?
Absolutely.
A little bit more?
I judge everything based on my restaurant. Even other like quality restaurants, like I go, I'm like, no, and it happens so often. Our steak is better. Our soup is better. I can't. My man was like, I can't take you out to eat because and you compare it to your restaurant, nothing's good enough. I'm like, I know. I'm sorry. Take me to our restaurant.
I find myself just not going. I be like, bro, I'm not going.
Yeah.
I don't want to go.
No, I compare it.
I know
to
what
some-
happens back there.
Even the cocktail. Something I'm like, hey, is this real lime juice? Like stuff that I'm just used to because of the quality of service that we offer. Like,
yeah, you can pretty much tell like, okay, they're putting like bottle this,
yeah,
or can this.
yeah,
or,
yeah.
Like, bro, this tastes like
difference.
10. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, when the sauce tastes like 10.
Yeah.
You'll be like, bro, this is, or like I'll be like, oh, this has a lot of cornstarch in it.
Exactly. You know.
But that's something that we nitpick at a lot. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Again, man, this is 86 Herd at 111 Studios. We're here with Shei, and I'm your main voice, Ryan, and we're just. Right now, we're just chopping it up, man. This again, we want to
I need to
reiterate.
come back now and have like a debate with somebody that's or even a different kind of restaurant.
Yeah,
see how
that's
can,
what I want to do. But
Yeah.
we're just chopping it up, man. We just letting y'all know how the ins and out. This is our second episode, and we're very happy to have Shei here, man. We're not really done. I just want to reiterate what's going on. Yeah. Back there is the anticipation, man. When you're in the kitchen, especially like we're in an open kitchen format where they can see the heads of the cooks, where they have it in a way that you can.
And I think that
The
makes
window
people feel
makes
safer.
it feel like it's an
Safer.
open kitchen, and that makes them more, safer or
The guests feel a
more.
little more okay. You know what? I can see him cooking my steak. There's no wall. There's no separation.
Yeah, there's
I
no
see
anxiety.
their,
There's no
there's
separation
anxiety.
anxiety.
Yeah,
Like you
yeah,
look and you can
I
can
see
pretty
their
much see
cooking.
what's going on
Yeah.
back there to a point where they want you to see,
Mm-hmm.
and I think it brings more comfort.
Definitely.
And I do find that cooking back there, it does make you a little bit more anticipating of your food because I do see people overlooking.
Yeah.
And sometimes they look like it's a movie. I
Yeah,
swear.
all the time it happens. They're like this. Look, and then I look at them like, "Are you okay? What's going on? Because I think something's wrong." No, we're just looking.
Yeah,
It happens
yeah.
all the time. They're always like looking over, trying to see over there. But then again, if you're looking, make sure that you see that kitchen is very busy. So give them grace.
Yeah. So yeah, I used to do that all the time too, man. And people used to ask me all the time, like, "What are you doing, man? What are you?" I say
Clement's
when
calling.
you go, when you about to leave, just
Clement.
looking at, is he here?
I don't know. Let me see.
See if he's here, because this
Are
way
you
we
here? Hello. Oh, okay. All right, we're here. We're filming. Call you back. Yes. Bye.
can. Where's he?
He just woke up. See?
Ah,
Industry people.
Yeah.
Industry people. Just waking up.
Invite this
Exactly.
guy. 4 days I've been asking if he can come here
Listen,
consistently.
He
Well,
on CPT.
yeah, no.
If
Well,
y'all
you
know
know
what that is,
you need
look
to
it
find
up.
that one out.
Look it up. Educate yourself.
Yeah, I think it's a movie, man. I think people like just looking at the screen, man, and they like looking in that window,
Definitely.
and they love.
But even me as a consumer, when I go to restaurants that have an open kitchen, I'm intrigued. I want to see what's going on. I see
Yeah.
what they're doing, and I watch how they communicate, and I watch how they talk to each other, and I watch maybe it's just me being over paranoid and
You know how they had them four tables right there, the
I mean,
40s.
the 40s,
Yeah, bro, I have so much. When I used to expo, and this is why I don't understand why the other chef doesn't do it. We ain't gonna name no names. I don't understand why the other chef doesn't do it. It's also a stall out. You know what I'm saying? Like I used to talk to tables all the time.
walk around. Yeah,
I'll turn
like,
around
hey.
and talk. No, I mean I'm talking specifically those four tables.
Yeah, you're right there.
People used to just like, what is he
They
doing?
love
like,
it,
what's going
yeah.
on here? I used to have to explain to them what's
They
going on.
love
I
it.
spent 10 minutes talking to a couple tables, man.
And that helps us out in the long. It helps the kitchen out and helps us because now they're engaged with you. I can take an extra 5 minutes with the 3 tables that are nagging me or being extra needy. So stuff like little stuff always matter in an establishment like that. The little things always matter.
I think so too, man. I think that personal interaction with the guests.
Connection,
Yeah. That works out, and it makes them want to come back, bro. And imagine you live in Indiana or you live in Washington State or you live in like Rhode Island, Ohio, and then you come to Florida, you get this experience from top to bottom. You got somebody just interacting with you the whole time. You got a friendly face. You can give your opinion at the end of the meal. You get a good meal in between, and then you just take that back home.
You're like,
And
that was
how was
such
your
a great
vacation? You're like, you know
experience.
what? We had a great experience. And then usually they eat on their last day before they come.
Yeah, they always come to our
and
restaurant.
they'd be like, man, with our last meal when we was there, we went to the steakhouse. Man, that was the dopest thing ever.
Service was great. Like I
Yeah.
get it all the time. So like everything was great. Service was great. The food was great. Like we don't want to go home.
Yeah.
I hear it all the time. Like, well, you're welcome to come back any single time. We'll take you.
Yeah, man. Boy, how many times I've been there and they've asked, I wish we could have came earlier. And what I wish is whoever is telling them about the restaurants would just tell them about us and say try us first.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want to I understand why they do it last because they want that last experience to be the best
but you also know what
experience.
happens. A lot of people hear it from other guests at they go to the pool, they go to the beach. Oh, we went to the steakhouse last night. You should try it. But then that's a very biased opinion. So what happens is that we had a guest and they said we had to try this and we didn't like it. Okay, cool. So what else I'll give you something else. So
Yeah, but they're saying try the steakhouse. They're not saying try the specific meal.
yeah.
Because one person's favorite meal
It's not
may
gonna be the
be
next person's favorite.
be
Yeah.
fish, but one person would be like steak, or one person would be like chicken. I'm not gonna start. We're not gonna start in a chicken situation at a steakhouse.
I agree.
Speaking of fish, our restaurant has a specific manner of the fish that they obtain. Like a lot of people get commercial fish, or they'll get like a reputable supplier, but ours is a contract from a spear fisherman. Right now, he's a local. He's not local. He's on the west coast of Florida, and he usually goes anywhere from the Gulf to Key West to maybe, on the other side
Plus
of
the
Key
East
West.
Coast.
And, yeah, plus the East Coast
Okay,
as
yeah.
well. And he does get. How does that interact or make it more?
A guest from Ohio that doesn't see the ocean ever, and you tell them this is the spear caught fish. We have somebody that catches it for us. They bring it. We fillet it back here. It's fresh. We gotta have it.
And you're actually like letting them know, and in the process.
Of course, the way that it's prepared, the way that it's served, the way what it comes with, and they eat it up. It's easy. It's easy when I say I have. I just saw Chef cutting it in the back. Literally, he filleted it just now, stinking fresh. 8-ounce fillet, pan seared with salt and pepper, simply prepared with salt and pepper, served over a white wine lemon butter sauce. I'm like, what?
Yeah, it's dope, man. When he comes, we get the fish. He backs the truck up like he's in a 350. So it's not like
he just brought that big.
yeah. So we get like within
fish.
like a day and a half of it
Yeah.
actually leaving the water, and then you can actually see the freshness in the eyes.
And the taste of the fish,
Yeah.
it's completely different than something commercialized. Like you
can tell it hasn't been iced.
Yeah,
for like
I've had salmon
2
from
weeks.
Publix, from Dixie, and I've had our salmon. I'm like, what the? You see what happens now? I can't eat salmon from Publix. Now I'm tainted. I can't. I gotta have our salmon.
And then
our,
the
our
fresh fish
grouper.
situation. If you eat fresh fish like that at a restaurant and you have to actually work with it, it stops you from eating buying fish from a lot of places.
Absolutely.
Man. I get kind of picky when I'm at a place, bro, and I'll be like, nah, bro, why is the ice sunken in?
Yeah.
I'm good. So I'll actually just leave.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Like
See
I'm
what
talking
happens?
about this is at a grocery store. I'm not like, no,
but see what
I'm
happens
leaving.
now?
I
Like
can't do
you
it.
experience something so at a level that you're not used to, and now it's like everything has to be to this. It kind of taints us because now we have a certain perception of how it should be or how it could be. And
I believe that too, man. I like the fish situation, and I only eat fish. So when I eat it from there,
fish is
it's
delicious.
so
It's so
fresh.
good. Yeah, it's flaky, just
And
falls
I'm
apart.
a bone-in person, but if you get a grouper and it's like 20 pounds,
I've dropped the fish off, and I do a table walk, and I come back, I do a round, and come back, and the fish is gone. I'm like, how the?
Yeah.
It was so good. It was so flaky. It was so so mild. It was so all the time,
all the time, man. We love that, man. Is there a favorite food that you absolutely love, or like a snack
from our
that
restaurant?
No, in particular, just like say, hey, I love this, man. Every time you get it, you just be like, you know what, I love it. It doesn't have to be a necessary food. It just, what's your favorite dish? Like you.
I love Asian cuisine. I do love Asian cuisine.
Asian cuisine, as in specifically like what?
You
Are we talking about like
I like
China
hibachi.
Star, or
I
are we
like
talking about
I like
like
hibachi. I do like hibachi.
You like interactive?
Yeah, well, not just I just like this the taste. I remember I come from a Latin background, so I love Latin food comes first. It doesn't matter, Latin food comes first. That's for sure. But if I had to pick another culture, Asian cuisine would be. All right, Caribbean first, then Asian.
All right, let me ask you a question. You keep saying you come from where exactly is
my
your...
mother is Panamanian and my father's Cuban.
Okay.
So there's a lot of influence from Central America and Caribbean. That's why I have rice at my home every night.
Every night, right?
And I've tried to tell my mom, like, listen, I can't live like this anymore. Like, this is not good for me. I can't eat rice every single day. And she gets insulted.
Yeah, my parents was from, they're from the Commonwealth of Dominica. Mm-hmm. And that's over there by Trinidad and...
Yeah. But it's near South America.
Well, it's not near South America, so it's like maybe like halfway down and then in between South America and the United States.
So are you considered Caribbean? Or
Yeah, we're considered,
okay.
It's an island. It's a
Okay.
small island.
Yeah.
Usually they call it the Nature's Island because it hasn't really developed as, one of those islands that's looking for tourists.
Okay.
But people who know about it come.
Yeah.
But we ate rice every day, man.
Every single
every day,
bro.
And then we ate so much fish. Like I told the Rochelle when she was on here from the first episode, like we used to eat. Sometimes we eat fish like 3-4 times a week.
Oh shit.
And then
my mom just makes salmon a lot, like.
But I'm talking about like bonefish. Like
no,
they
like
would
in
steam
Panama they
fish
have
and
they have the
like
whole fish in the soup. Like
Yeah.
my mom loves the fish soup. I'm like, man, I'm about to choke on all these fucking bones.
Yeah,
like,
the
to me,
bone
like,
situation. Like
they
you get
love
that
it.
early.
I don't like it for that reason. I'm like, I'm not trying to choke, trying to enjoy something. No.
I mean, when my mom come home, you know, it's chicken and whatever, but you know, it's always rice.
Yeah, there's
And
rice
then
every single night.
Sometimes in the
house.
weekend you get, you know, something else, but Sunday or thing, it used to be a lot of fish. Well, that's what my favorite food is. I actually went when I went vegan. I went vegan for 3.5 years.
How did that take a toll on you? Think your health got better?
Yeah, my health got way better, bro.
See, I'm.
Like your blood pressure goes down, your cholesterol goes down.
But then, how much freaking steak were you eating before? Like,
well,
you can't put that on food only.
But
it's a
obviously
lifestyle.
It's me.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Before I went vegan, like 2-3 years before I went vegan, man, me and my partner used to buy 20-pound pigs and smoke them. Like, you go to the butcher shop and just buy a whole 15 pig, bro, and then you just smoke them all in the smoker and then eat that one. But yeah, other than that, I mean, I decided one day. But before that, I had cut out all the pork and all the beef and stuff, and I was just eating fish because I used to fish for my own fish. Like I'd go to the pier and just rock that shit out.
But how do you even know that those fish at the pier are quality fish?
I mean, when you grow up the way I grew up, bro, you've eaten every kind of fish, bro. So
yeah.
You don't really matter what kind of quality
picky,
it is.
Yeah,
I'm just taking it home and I'm gonna
gotcha.
eat it. You know what I'm saying? Because I find, and then I came back after vegan. I find the fish is just cleaner, man. I mean, obviously, I'm not as healthy as when I was vegan, but activity will keep you healthy when you eat. You're not eating as much cholesterol. You're not eating much fat.
Like you have those, I have those guests that come in and we're gonna take the salmon. I'm like, try the fresh catch.
Yeah.
You're saving what, $10, and you have something that can't. I say you can have salmon anywhere. Get it. That's how I get them. You can have salmon anywhere. You can have salmon anywhere. This just came in. It's a local fish that our local fisherman got for us. Try it, and boom, 9 out of 10 times I reel them in with that, and they love it. How was the fish? It was delicious.
Did you say what your favorite dish was?
You're
talking about rice.
Okay, no, okay. My favorite dish. Okay, I'd have to say chicharrón de pollo.
Okay, all right.
Like fried chicken chunks. With
I've never
rice.
heard anybody. I've said chicharrón, yeah, but not chicken.
Not pork.
I've never heard somebody do
Dominican
chicken.
Staple.
Yeah.
With white rice and habichuela, which is like red beans, and that right there, a little bit of lime on top, definitely. If not ropa vieja. Jeez, you know what? That's too hard. You can't do this to me. I have too many dishes that I'm like, yes, I need that. That's the one.
Is there a snack that you have in your house always? Then we'll go with that one because that's
snack. Sweet, savory, what?
It doesn't matter. A snack.
I'm on to these little drizzle-licious now. They're like these little. They're supposed to be good for you. They're made from quinoa. There's like 3 or 4 different ingredients. Flax seeds. Like they're really supposed to be healthy for you, but it's like a sweet snack, and they have like this French toast like flavoring. None of that shit's good for you anyway, but that's the snack that I'm on to right now. If not, no, I don't have it in my car. The little Biscoff cookies.
Yeah. Biscoff cookies are good. I don't know where they came from. They just exploded.
I got them on the airplane all the time.
For some strange reason, they were here and like nobody knew about them.
Yeah, and now they just blew up. Yeah.
Like if you don't find them in somewhere, you're gonna have
a lot of airlines have them now. Like the cookies they give you, Delta, American Airlines. I'm like, let me get 2 of them things. Let's go. I want 2. So definitely.
I've got a weird one. So I used to the cookie situation. Everybody knows. I love cookies, so I eat cookies. Don't matter. I don't even buy them in my house.
Yeah.
When I buy them in the house, I just eat them.
They're not lasting.
So right now I'm on frozen pitted cherries.
Really?
Like when you get the frozen pitted cherries, right? And then you just put them in a cup and let them defrost a little bit, and it's like eating like sweet.
Okay, I see that.
Tart sweet bullets.
What's the one that's a puff pastry, cream puffs?
Yeah.
Oh, Those things had me in a
I
chokehold
know a lot of
for a
Spanish
minute.
people like the was it
Pastelito,
pastelitos? Yeah.
guava pastry. That's my thing.
Yeah.
I love guava pastries for sure, but those are so fucking bad.
Yeah, bro. There's a lot of butter in there.
Croquetas, like all that. Don't tell me about it. Definitely. You know what? I didn't. I didn't have breakfast trying to make here. Get here on time. So I'm starving now.
Well, you know what else I found? I just started. So there's these
What?
weird looking like oranges. They're like big like this, and they have like tangerine skin. She just started buying them, and they have like a weird top, like a top like this, and then it's like I don't know what the name of. I gotta find out what it is. But she just started buying them, Danielle, and she, and then she's in the house, and I'm like, what is this thing? So it peels like a tangerine,
Okay.
but it eats like an orange, and it's about that big. It's about that big.
It's not a kumquat, no.
No. It's about that big. I think this is like a new thing.
So
Where they
some hybrid shit.
They
made up. See, now you can't be doing
and I
that
like
stuff.
tangerines, so when she bring that big ass thing, I'm like, this motherfucker like a big ass tangerine.